Okay, let's talk about the functional level. Now, you may remember back at the very start, one of the first videos when we were configuring Active Directory, you were building your domain controller and you were configuring some of the initial stuff on your domain controller. It asked you what functional level do you want your forest and your domain to be at? All right. You may have thought, oh, I don't even need to know what this is. So you may have just set whatever I said on that video, but you didn't really think about it. Now, here's something that's very important. You set your functional level based on the other servers and the other devices that are out on your network. Now, what are we talking about when we're talking about the functional level? Well, here in AD, we're logged in. If I right click on our home demo, you'll see that it says here, raise domain functional level. And if I click on that, I've got something in here. So after you raise the domain functional level, it is possible that you may not be able to reverse it. For more information on this, click on help. Now let's have a look at what this is. So let's say my current server right here, this is a 2019 Windows server. So it's running domain controller and it's running the Active Directory in a 2019 instance. I could have other servers out on my network that are not 2019, but are actually running 2016 or 2012 or Windows Server 2008 R2, to give you an example. If your functional level is higher than a server that's on your network that is an earlier version of Windows Server that is listed right in your functional level, you'll have issues connecting to that server and authenticating with that server against your domain controller, against your Active Directory. So you'll see that right here. It says that the current domain functional level is set to Windows Server 2012. So what that means is I can only get servers communicating the way that they should communicate with my domain controller, with Active Directory, if they are Windows Server 2012 or higher. If I've got a server that is 2008, ba-boom, it will not work. It will not work. 2008, 2003, 2000. It will not work if your functional level is higher than what you're actually running out on your network. So you can then see, you can select an available domain functional level. If I click on this, I've got two options. I've got Server 2012 R2 and Server 2016. Now, if you have got servers on your network that are 2012, keep it. Do not change it. Because if you go into 2016 right here and we click on raise, you're going to have issues with any server that is running under 2016. 2012, 2012 R2 will no longer function correctly if you're raising your function level to 2016. Let's look at another domain controller that I've got right here. This one is a 2008 domain controller. I can right click, raise domain functional level. Here it is. This current domain controller functional level is set to 2003. It's pretty old school. And I can set my functional level to 2008 and 2008 R2. Now, I'm hoping that you do not have any 2003 servers out there. There are still companies running 2008 R2, even though it's no longer supported. So I would recommend upgrading. But hey, here in my demo, in my lab, I've still got a domain controller in 2008 R2, but a functional level of 2003. So you can go and change that if you so choose to. So in this current form right here, this server will not be able to communicate with this server because the functional level is higher. All right. So that's a bit of a brief overview around the domain functional level. All right. And raising it. If you are questioning, maybe if I raise it, will I lose connection? Maybe do I have actually servers that maybe are older? I'd probably err on the side of caution and don't upgrade your functional level just in case. But if you're confident, because I recommend upgrading and keeping up to the latest functional level where possible, if you are confident that you don't have any older legacy, older OS versions out there, go ahead and raise it to your relevant version right here and click on raise, and that'll raise it. So let's just do a 2012 R2 right there. Click on raise. The change may affect the entire domain. After you raise the domain functional level, it is possible that you may not be able to reverse it. Big warning. Okay, functional level was raised successfully. Hurrah. We can now go back into here. And now you'll see that the functional level is now 2012 R2. And now the only option to raise higher is 2016.